It began like any other day in the quiet town of Maplewood, nestled against a scenic backdrop of maple and birch forests. But then came the clowns, uninvited, a troupe of funny men, smiling with painted faces, ballooning polka-dotted suits, and oddly oversized shoes. They descended upon Maplewood like a fever dream, appearing out of nowhere, their arrival signaled only by the distant echo of eerie carnival music. At first, the townspeople welcomed them, thinking it a traveling circus that had lost its way. Children giggled, adults chatted excitedly, and the elderly watched from a distance, their skepticism tempered by the innocence of the spectacle. However, the jesters' antics escalated quickly from benign tomfoolery to uncanny performances. Their smiles seemed a tad too broad, their laughs a touch too shrill, their eyes devoid of the warmth typically associated with their profession. Their first performance was in the town square, a sinister ballet of the grotesque. The clowns cavorted with unnatural agility, their laughter bouncing off the town hall's granite facade. And then they started distributing their red, balloon animals, creatures that twisted and squirmed with an eerie life of their own. It started with little Emma. She was the first to wear the red clown nose they gave her. It attached itself to her face, as if seeping into her skin. A contagion had begun. Soon, her laughter echoed the clown's unnerving gaiety, her once vibrant blue eyes glazed over with the same hollow emptiness. The infection spread quickly, turning children into clowns with their terrifying, painted smiles. The adults tried to intervene, but the clown epidemic was insidious and swift. It turned family against family, parent against child. The town's sheriff, a rugged man named Ethan, managed to gather a handful of unaffected residents, barricading themselves in the town hall, but their efforts seemed in vain. As the town descended into a carnival of chaos, Ethan discovered a pattern. The clowns and their infected victims avoided the old Maplewood church like plague victims fearing holy water. It was an area untouched by the laughing menace, an oasis amidst the horrifying chaos. In a desperate bid, Ethan ventured into the abandoned building, hoping to find answers. In the dim candlelight, he stumbled upon ancient texts referring to a 17th-century clown troupe, cursed for their blasphemous mockery of religious rituals. The curse transformed them into grotesque jesters who could only find solace by spreading their affliction. The only salvation was a ritual of purification that required faith and a relic, a centuries-old silver bell used to ward off evil spirits. Armed with newfound hope, Ethan retrieved the bell from the church tower, its silver surface gleaming in the dim light. Gathering the uninfected, they began the ritual, praying fervently, their voices echoing in the desolate town square. As the bell tolled, the clowns writhed in pain, their painted smiles twisting into grimaces of agony. One by one, they collapsed, their laughter fading into silence, their colorful suits turning dull and gray. As the last clown fell, the infected townsfolk woke from their trance, disoriented but returned to normal. Maplewood was quiet once more, save for the echo of the tolling bell, a chilling reminder of the horrifying spectacle it had witnessed. The townspeople mourned their losses, buried their clownish nightmares, and vowed to remember the laughing plague that had once befallen them. As for the clowns, they vanished as mysteriously as they had arrived, leaving behind only desolation and fear. Yet, every so often, when the wind blew just right, the faint echo of eerie carnival music could still be heard in the distance, a spectral memory of the horror that once was. From that day forward, the townsfolk of Maplewood lived with an uneasy peace, forever wary of the echoing laughter and the distant sound of carnival music. For they knew that the clowns, while defeated, were not destroyed. And somewhere out there, they were waiting, ready to bring their horrifying jest to another unsuspecting town.